people that were on the court.
Okay, now, actually, if you can move back a little more.
Go ahead.
I'm going to move back here.
Go ahead.
We'll get the sun.
You want to ask me questions, I'll answer you.
Sure. Okay, now that was, now the last Max Morris, that was Angel,
Lefty Angel,
the left-handed Angel.
right, and Joe Durso
And Eddie Golden and Paul Pavetti.
against Eddie Golden and Paul Pavetti, correct.
Right. Do you think Eddie Golden has lost a step or two? He didn't seem to be as quick as he was about 5-10 years ago.
I wouldn't say he lost a step. It's possible because of the rain that started this morning. He got off to a very late start. And some of these players weren't just up to it. They came to play in a tournament that was rained out, and maybe some of them didn't want to exert themselves too much. But Eddie Golden's a very fast man. I don't think he lost a step.
Could I ask you about this fellow whom you call Buddy?
Yes.
He's first player.
He's a Class A, #1, top big blue handball player, one ball player, big blue.
He's a big blue, but he doesn't play with a small ball?
He does, but that's not his specialty.
Right. Has he ever won any championships?
He's won championships in the village, where they originally started with the pink ball.
Right.
He was a champion with the pink ball. Now, when the pink ball was more or less eliminated, they're now using this big blue, which is actually a racquetball, which is used in racquetball, where they hit it with a racket on a 4-wall court.
Right.
This game is called, they call it racquetball. I call it big blue to differentiate between the small ball and the big ball.
Now this guy seems to have a very powerful left hand.
Buddy.
He's a very strong player, isn't he?
Yes, very unusual for his age. He's very fast, has a tremendous opposite hand, and plays a good game.
How old is he?
Roughly,
He looks like
in the
42.
very early 40s.
Yeah, I'd say 42.
Yes.
But he looks very limber and very
Oh,
together.
he is very limber. He's a tremendous competitor.
Now his partner, the fellow with the red shirt, who is he? I presume that's his partner.
The little fella here?
Yeah.
I only know his first name. It's Irvin. Irvin, capital I.
Yeah.
He's a very good player. He's been coming down to this park all summer, and he's been playing with Emmett. Emmett is a tall black fellow, and they've been a tremendous team. And those two fellas, Irvin, I want you to hear this, unusual. Irvin and Emmett have played Joe Durso and Buddy 8 games of doubles and beaten Buddy and Joe Durso 5 out of 8 times in the last couple of weeks.
So they must be pretty formidable. Yeah.
Tremendous record.
All right, so
Although
we're going to see a good
Emmett
game.
is not here today.
Right. So we're going to see a good game here.
Yeah. Irvin is a left-handed player. Very steady, very powerful. Although he's not a good singles player.
How come?
That's not a specialty. Now here's the other fellow that played. Let me introduce Richie. How do you pronounce his second name? Richie Spataro and Big Eddie have won a lot of tournaments together. Big Eddie's not here. Richie, in spite of his size, has the most tremendous large hands you've ever seen. When he hits the ball, you think he's hitting it with a paddle. He's got tremendous reflexes. And you never hear a word of complaint about him during the court game. He'll never say, oh, you're lucky, or the ball hit a crack. He just plays his game, doesn't say a word.
You must feel very alone among all these complainers and whiners.
He is.
I just see the play, that's it.
Right.
He never argues.
In other words, anybody can cheat on you. They can say the ball is
Not
in,
really.
it's out.
They can't cheat him. They won't cheat him.
There has to be a point.
They may get away
There
with
has
him
to be a point
with the help of
where
the
you say
referee.
enough is enough.
With the help of the referee, they may get away with it. So you don't argue with the referee. That's the problem. Like the other guys. You're blind, you're this, you're that.
I just wonder, is it possible that you get a point or two for arguing all the time?
Well, there's a trick in arguing. You figure next time you'll get the call from the referee. You keep complaining. Lots of people have done that and gotten away with it in money games. Tournament games, maybe yes and maybe no.
Okay, thank you very much, Morris. Thank you very much for
Richie Spataro.
I'm going to shoot this.
Class A handball.
Well, the pretty girl just went by.
Now this game is going to be an unusual type of game because I don't see Joe around.
Perhaps he took off for a while.
Maybe he's afraid to lose, so he doesn't want to play. He was lucky.
Actually, they're playing the losers. They're playing Golden and Paul.
Oh, that's all. Yeah, Joe played a couple of games.
He's probably tired.
I don't know whether they're betting on it. I'm not sure.
I saw money going down to our right. I saw about $100 going down.
100?
Yep, at least. I saw 20, 50, 100.
Notice how they handle the game. They don't need referees, they don't need anything. They just play among themselves and they work it out.
Right.
So they're all pretty honest. If they have a problem, they play it over. But usually among our group here in the park, they don't play things over. They argue until one guy cheats the other.
Who is the greatest arguer, Morris, that you ever saw, or heard rather? Who is the best arguer?
Best arguer? Stevie Sanders.
Stevie Sanders, why?
Because he had a way of presenting his problem, and more or less, when he was playing well, people had confidence in his argument, but he wasn't always right.
He had a habit, isn't this true? If he didn't like the way things were going, he would argue and walk off?
Not so true. When he was playing well, he never had to argue. Because he was so far ahead, if there's a problem that came up, he never even questioned it. He gave it to the other man.
So arguing came up in his later years?
Yes. Exactly. A man that's very good don't argue. Yeah, Eddie Golden never argues.
Like Altuve never argues.
Altuve never opens his mouth. Eddie Golden's a very good sport. He is.
This guy is good, right?
Watch this kid over here. Little funny. He's
Wow.
good.
Strong.
Actually, my honest opinion is the front team is a little stronger than I am.
I think so.
The football stepped over the top. Right. They don't even use it.
But they don't call it
No,
very
they
much anymore.
They play like bare knuckle boxers. 4 years ago.
I see Benji, for example. He makes footballs about half the time.
He
They
hits
never
his
call
knee
it.
on the wall. When the football. They don't worry about it.
Well, if it stays even, I guess it doesn't matter. There's
Not
no
really,
advantage.
because Buddy don't step over the line. Watch that. No, they had to play the game. According to the rules, they have to tighten up. Watch this kid so. Just watch this. Steps over and comes back again.
Beautiful.
Look at the shot. You see the shot he returned? Tremendous.
Wonderful volley.
Yeah. Buddy doesn't step over. He plays the game more or less pretty classy. Watch him.
He's in terrific shape for a guy in his early 40s.
Yeah.
Is this an age, Morris, where you start to decline in handball, do you think, is there?
Well, I tell you, we don't really know it because we don't have enough handball players.
Right.
And I'm talking now about the small ball.
Yeah.
The unusual thing with what's happened is because there are such few handball players, that a fellow of 35 or 36 could be a top player. In the old days, a guy was 36. Forget about it. The kids without the ball.
Yeah, well, the kids were out there all day. The other guy had to work. I mean, he couldn't put in the time into the game if the kids could, aside from the fact that his mental.
I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
I understand.
Probably his mental parts of
But don't you see the kids today, they don't want to go in for this game. allowed to play basketball, football, tennis. You can make money out of it. What are you going to get out of this?
Yeah, a few people know how to.
See that return he made? It was a beautiful return.
I think the thing about this game that really stands out is that there is no place to hide if you make a mistake. You play basketball and you're part of a team.
Go ahead.
You can get lost and everybody hardly notices you. If you're out on the court here, they notice you. There's nobody else there but you.
That's true. You're right. You stand alone, more or less. Especially in singles.
Right, so that means...
Same in tennis.
Yeah. I'll bet you more people in the city play handball than tennis. Because there aren't that many courts.
Maybe in New York City.
That's what I'm saying.
Not throughout the country.
Right.
Tennis is kind of big.
Yeah. But you know, that sport where you're standing out there by yourself and there's nobody but you got to have a kind of a personality that is willing to rise to that, you know?
True. You got to have personality in tennis too. However, we got a couple of guys that are real monsters when they get on the court and complaining,
Right.
like McEnroe, so forth and so on.
Right.
But he was a champion.
Yeah, I thought he did that to psych himself up. I had a feeling that when Joe D'Urso
Don't worry,
complained...
he won the championship 10 years ago, 11 years ago.
I think you have to make contact with a certain kind of a savage aspect of yourself. And some people do it by acting like savages.
Could be.
You know, if you think of Ty Cobb or people like that, you know, they seem to psych themselves up in that way, make them just crazy.
Well, he was a tremendous ball player. He lived the game. He had to be good.
That's what I mean. But you know how...
Ted Williams was great too.
Yeah, but I just mean the guys that psych themselves up. You know, I saw Ted Williams play. He had a kind of a ferocity. He was intense. You know, I mean, when he got up at bat, it was like it was the most alert moments of his life.
He wanted to hit the ball through the wall or what?
He really did. He really did. And you felt it. Everybody in the stadium felt it when he was up there. I will never forget it.
This game is so one-sided.
Yeah. I wonder why. It's because of the offense. Of the...
Watch those shots. The back team's a little tired. They played it.
I'm amazed because those guys are Class A players. They should be. How do you feel?
It's slightly below class.
Oh.
Below. This man is below.
Yeah.
It's not good enough. My opinion.
Well, it's also hard to tell how good anybody is in a doubles game.
No, I could tell.
I guess you're right, Morris. No. You should have had that one.
Never. It's not good enough. Team's down to defense.
Come on, score some points. Come on, Eddie.
My opinion.
Play next week.
Nice shot. It's better than a tournament. You need no tournament, right? It's a good crowd. It's nice. We almost did the play. Let's go in that way.
Yeah, that's play. Come on, Paulie.
You can arrange that. Yeah, that's it. Do something.
Come on, Paul. Outside, outside. Come on, Eddie.
Let's go, Eddie.
Yes, we did very well. One word, we don't know what we have to do. Now look at that.
Nice shot, Sammy. Nice shot.
Oh, he said that Carter University is beat the NEC. The name of a man, Renee. Beat the NEC. Could be
You guys
a
bet on
game.
horse for buses.
This is a tough one. Saturday time. We're missing one level. No clue.
I was right.
What? Have, yeah. Good one. What do you have for supper? What do you eat for supper? Why not? Why What do you have on the menu? What do you got to eat? Another way, another way. Bring somebody. What do you want to do there?
Come on, let's go now.
Come on, Eddie, shoot.
Come on, Eddie.
Don't be dissing my cousin.
Good guy.
Hit him right in his left mind.
7-0 Cincinnati. Name is Joey. 7-0 Cincinnati. 6-5 the other game. The other game you got to go Sheffield.
Come on, Paulie.
That's it.
Cincinnati. All right, one more round. Go, Paul. 17? Okay, that's it.
Come on, Eddie.
No matter, you know.
Everything happens. Come on, bro. That's the score run. They got one head to it. They got about 14 heads to it.
Sorry,
Oh, no problem.
Okay.
I know what it was.
I couldn't get
No problem.
the angle over there, so
Come on, Paul, let's go.
¿Quieren play ya? Liar. You're a liar.
Good try, Paul.
Not here. I won't ask a question like that.
Yeah, come on now. I know. Come on, Eddie.
There was all guys, hardly no girls. There was a couple of them. Alina was a girl. I don't know. She was pretty. They didn't look like boys.
They didn't look poor.
They didn't look like the girls that looked
What about his dancing?
Sit down or go with mommy.
That's right.